Welcome back to First Coast Living. It's time for Watch Party Wednesdays with Leroy Aaron. My man, how are you? Good to see you.
I'm doing well. How you doing today, brother?
Shirt,
Thank you. I had to break it out, representing America today, a little red, white, and blue,
Good, all
doing my
right.
little patriotic thing.
Yeah, I dig it.
So, I mean, look here, man. I spent the whole October just scaring myself silly with all kind of movies and TV series and cartoons.
Yeah.
I was like, as soon as I was done with that, I was like, breath of fresh air. I got a whole new slate of non-scary stuff for everybody to check out.
Okay, what you got for
All
me?
right, first though, we starting in Netflix with Martha. Now, Martha is a documentary about everybody's favorite homemaker, Martha Stewart. The documentary covers the rise and fall and rise again of Martha Stewart through her life and trials and tribulations. So this is a well-done documentary. I really enjoyed it. My favorite thing about this documentary was it was from Martha Stewart's standpoint. So she did all the interviews. She took us through everything. She took us through the start. She took us through why she decided to go into like the homemaking.
Yeah.
And she took us through the start of her media company. She took us through what happened when she went to prison. That whole thing. Her bounce
listen,
back.
to say Martha Stewart is interesting is an understatement.
Phenomenal woman, and this documentary is very well put together, and it gives a lot of insight on her life and everything.
I'll check it out.
Please check it out.
I will. She's super interesting.
She is very interesting, and I mean now currently you see her everywhere with Snoop Dogg.
It's
She's in
America's grandma and grandpa.
Right. They making great content, making great programming. So and I love it. So the rise and fall and rise again of Martha Stewart on Netflix. So please check it out.
I will. I'll check it out.
All right.
Sounds cool.
Next up, we have A Piece by Piece. Now, Piece by Piece is a vibrant journey of the life of Pharrell Williams as told through the lens of the Lego animation.
Cool.
Now, I am a fan of anything, any type of storytelling. If you could tell me a story, any different type of form, I'm all for it. And telling me the story through Lego is just unbelievable. And plus, Pharrell Williams is an amazing person. If you don't know him, he is a producer, artist, singer, rapper, very talented. He's worked with everybody in the industry from, again, Snoop Dogg, Jay-Z, Gwen Stefani. And so just to see him tell his story through the lens of Lego is unbelievable.
It looks cool.
Right.
I saw the trailer for that, and I was like, "Whoa, that looks like it's gonna be super neat."
Oh man, and one of my favorite movies is the Batman Lego movie, which was well done. So I knew that the Lego people knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
So when Pharrell got involved with his music and the artistry of it, I knew this was gonna be a banger. And it's an unbelievable movie. Right now it's in the theaters, but you can also catch it on Amazon Prime.
Oh, right. You probably read it, right?
Yep. I rented it, so it was great. And it's funny to do because you come against some of the adult things. You know what I mean? Because you're dealing with the music industry.
Of course.
And so to see the Lego people handle the adult themes, it's pretty
clever.
funny. It's pretty funny. It's very clever, very well written. So yes, Piece by Piece. On Amazon Prime.
Check it out.
All right, next up we have Happy's Place. Happy's Place is on NBC and Peacock, and it's starring Reba McEntire and Belisa Esposito. And it is about Bobby, who inherits a restaurant from her late father. Then she learns that she must share ownership with a newly discovered half-sister, creating awkward tension between the two. Now, this is a very funny sitcom. I, for one, love Reba McEntire. I remember watching her on Reba when it was on the WB.
Yep.
That was a great sitcom. This is very well. Her comedic timing is on point, and it works
she's
so
gotten really
well
good over
with
the
her
years.
accent. Like her accent, she has such a nice, cute country twinge, and it just works with the jokes, and it hits, and it's very funny.
When I interviewed her, she's like, "Hi, David," and you're just like, "Whoa, that's amazing!"
Right.
Like,
I
wow.
thought it was amazing that you got to talk to her and discuss music with her.
Yeah.
But Happy's Place is well written, and it follows the sitcom formula. It's not heavy.
Right.
Reba does a great job. Belisa does a great job. It's an easy watch, 30 minutes. So far, there only been 4 episodes. I'm caught up to 3. So, Happy's Place on NBC.
Excellent.
And if you don't have time to catch it, you can catch it on Peacock.
Right on.
All right.
What else you got?
All right. Next up, finally, I'm sad to say that earlier this week we lost Quincy Jones.
Man.
So, if you don't know Quincy Jones is an amazing composer, producer,
That man was very
jazz
talented.
artist.
Very well respected.
Very well respected. And if you have the time and the opportunity, I implore everyone to go to Netflix and please watch the documentary Quincy. The documentary Quincy is an intimate look into the life of icon Quincy Jones, a unique force in music and popular culture for 70 years. Quincy Jones has transcended racial and cultural boundaries, and his story is woven into the fabric of America. And again, this just goes through all the decades of all the influence that Quincy Jones had on music, television, movies, and everybody has been touched by Quincy Jones.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, recently I heard some people that say they've never heard anything done by Quincy
Yes,
Jones.
you have.
I'm like, you just celebrated Halloween. Everybody was dancing to Thriller. If you listen to Thriller, Quincy Jones produced it, composed it for Michael Jackson. So Quincy Jones, he will be missed. And I'm sorry to see him go, but I again implore everybody to watch Quincy on Netflix. Quincy on Netflix.
Sure. Quincy Jones is awesome.
Yes, sir. And finally, you know, we got to do our SNL update.
Yeah.
This past Saturday was really good. John Mulaney was on there. His opening monologue was off the hook. He did a set. You know, he hit all the bulleted points in the John Mulaney style.
Yeah.
Chaperone, you know, she came with it. She had the intricate sets. She brought the music. She sounded great. This week, you know, we have the post-election episode, which is always good. Last time they had Dave Chappelle, but this year they have Bill Burr hosting, and the musical guest is Charlie XCX.
All right, Bill Burr is hilarious.
Oh, Bill Burr is number 5 in my top 5 comedians, so you know I'm gonna be there sitting there waiting with my popcorn, ready to go, man. I cannot wait. I love SNL, and you can catch it on NBC 12.
Thank you,
right
sir.
here on NBC 12.
Right on.
Saturday night, 11:30.
Leroy, I do appreciate it, man. Always good to have you here. All right, stick around, guys. We'll be right back.